I had a startling realization last episode that all of the trying to get ahead of the industrialization institution might have been essentially for nothing because I didn't take into the account that I wouldn't have factories by then. So, in order to remedy that, I've chosen a few provinces where I've built the appropriate manufactories that will hopefully spawn said institution. We need a new debate in Congress. More colonists would be helpful for what's to come. And we are going to, once again, do all the usual. I need to stop ignoring corruption. That's a bad idea. People support, ignore corruption. Our corruption's going up a lot. We have quite a few Diplo points. So we're going to go with that. And I guess some admin support as well. And maybe military if we can. Apparently we can't. Sure. Let's go with that. So... do we have a colonist in Pittsburgh right now? We do. LA. Alright, so we'll see if we can get some of our provinces to be likely candidates for industrialization. If not, hopefully that, like, by doing this we will set ourselves up for a large industrialization spread. Nationalism looks like it can happen almost anywhere. Connected to our capital. Imperialism is present. Enlightenment is present. Development, at least 20, has embraced imperialism. So, after industrialization spawns, I basically look at any provinces lower than 20 development for nationalism. What about electrification? Industrialization is present. Development at least 30 again, has embraced industrialization. Oh, okay, development. Okay, so it has to be the capital province and development of 50 and have a factory, by the looks of it, for electrification. Our capital has 50 development, or 50 or more development already, so we're good. We were in the process of developing Auburn. Take 140 months. Fine. I should have done that beforehand. Was that Tondo that just converted? Yep. And we've still got just under or just over a year and a half on those manufactories finishing up. And I'm going to try to push those provinces up to 30 development before industrialization. Okay, and I can still develop Auburn. We have high fervor. Okay, cool. Right, we gained some stability, so that helped. August 6th, 1780. Stays the same. Doesn't actually cost us anything extra. Actually almost got it embraced. I don't think this will give us the outright ability to embrace imperialism. So one more province after that would be enough, probably. Birmingham is actually fairly high development. Something I didn't even think about. We are withdrawing that colonist. Fort Charles? Yeah, I'd prefer not to develop anything that isn't converted to a culture that I am accepting or going to accept. Norwegian and Dutch, I think, are both on lists of going to accept. Wait, we don't have Portuguese yet. Basically, I think there's an Age of Information thing where you have to have all cultures in your territories accepted. Have parties, no undeveloped provinces, which I believe means you have to have at least 10 development in every single province you control. Internet fusion, 20 fusion reactors, 6 allies, skilled scientist. Okay. So again, stuff to pay attention to in the long run. What about, Great War Age? Defeat a great power. Basically pick on Great Britain, if that's the case. Top 3 power. That we do have that. Moon landing, pretty sure that's an event that unlocks oil. I would imagine it would have the trade bonus from oil. Complete ideology. Idea group that unlocks around that time. Nuclear superiority, no clue. Win 25 battles. Okay. Then industrial, 20 factories, 10 manufactories. African colonies, we won't get that. 4 continents. We already have that. We're North America, South America, Asia, Australia. And also, we do have some provinces in Africa. None in Europe, I think. Not sure what development the provinces have to be in the industrial age. Unite Japan. Japan still hasn't done that. We won't be able to do that. And superior technology, which I don't know what that involves. Exceptional year. Of course, give me the money on that one. And our Inquisitor has died. Please give me another Inquisitor. No Inquisitor. Get out of here, everyone. Give me an actual Inquisitor. There we go. Would prefer to keep our conversions going. And there we have imperialism in another province. One more we should be able to... One more province we should be able to embrace it. Let's find a candidate for that. Canamar? What's the land like? Grasslands? Not bad. 14 is the cost. Produce sugar, which is expensive. Anything better than that? It's the cheapest one. We can make it cheaper by enacting an edict. How long until our... Wait a minute. Are they done? Ethiopia took a golden era. And Avonlea is actually one of the... Hold on, we just started converting that, right? Okay. So now we'll recall all of our colonists. then we need to find the ones that we're going to. St. Dominic, I know, is one of them. The goal here will be to get it up to 30 development. And they were converting Cape Breton. Shit, that has coal, so once that hits 20 development and we hit admin tech 78. 78 is the point where we can afford, or where we can get factories though, so 77 is where that happens. Still, where are the other ones? Cape Breton. Port Dampier. Which I also wanted to convert before I develop it. Not thinking ahead. Bane of my existence right now. We will enact an edict here for lower development cost. Moncton was another one. That's an accepted culture for us? Really? I promoted Gascon culture? I guess I thought it would be too inconvenient to convert it. Which is fine. Carlisle? Probably also another one that needs converted. Fort Caesar. That one I will go ahead and make a state core. I think Fort Caesar was the last of the ones that I was looking at. Pittsfield. So Cape Breton, I know I enacted the policy. Fort Caesar. Moncton. Do the same. Okay. And then once we start converting these, we'll switch the colonists over to them. Brittany has given us a gift, and the Ottomans sow discontent. Corruption's currently at 1.36. Thanks to stability, fervent focus, we are pretty much able to ignore that. Wait, imperialism against Haiji? Or Haishi? So they got free from Japan. Checking imperialism. 0.44. 463565. What's Williamsburg at? $13.63. Relatively cheap to develop. Relatively. Let's say I invested in manpower here once. 13.63. Goes up by about 2.3. I feel like that's not really worth it. We do have institution spread on there though. So that's actually better than it would be. Any other provinces that are getting better than that? Not sure. Cost-wise. That's grassland with cotton, and the edict for development cost is already on. Cheaper than the other one, too. I feel like I'm sinking so many monarch points into all of this, but I feel like it's going to be worth it in the long run. And of course the ruler that we were going to have rule for a long time died. So I'm going to switch to admin focus and then elect a Diplo candidate. Keeps our points the same. For the most part. Architectural visionary. Well, if ever there was a time to build stuff, it would be now. Sure, let's go do that. Still a ton that we need to build universities for. So next month I will invest one more time into Higway. What is it going up by now? 37.48. So I went up a little over 4. Wait a few months and invest again into the Diplo. Military access. Nope. Oh, I should have read that. Well. Why does Brittany dislike me right now? Oh, of course they want all of my provinces just like everybody else. Burgundy has revolutionaries. And I hope they take the capital, honestly. Just because I wouldn't mind having the target of the revolution as when the position of burghers and merchants is strengthened in a country. There will be more competent people available for state duty. As much as I'd like to hire that guy to make him cheaper, no, they're not going to win. I kind of do want to see Burgundy lose to the revolutionaries just because I would like to have an ally who is the target of the revolution because they get crazy bonuses. And we can invest again into development here. Nope, do not do that. Wait a minute. I just thought of something possibly gamey. Let's say you exploited the development to reduce the cost of the development. Does exploiting reduce institution progress? I'm not actually sure. Army reformer died. And we'll go with him because commandants are awesome. Kind of old though. Of course, now, once we do get to embrace the imperialism institution, or once we're able to, we won't have the money to do so. Golden era for culture. Artist is cheaper to hire. Oh well. Next one is 2,000. I think the next time we go on a round of development, we should have a province, or this province should embrace. At least I think it will. That'll be 70. Avanlea is... And wouldn't you know it, I chose a bunch of poor provinces that I am not going to increase development on because wrong culture. Oh, and then of course, there's that. Something else. We don't need that anymore. That takes care of it. And, of course, we need one more. How's Williamsburg looking? 21.04. So close. One of the 17 costs. Actually, this one's over in. Oh, I was expecting that to be. That's actually one of the better ones for the cost. High development already. Well, high-ish development already. Alright, well. Still. We're gonna keep trying to move forward to hopefully be able to embrace imperialism finally. We could probably go to war with Castilian Brazil and end them. Probably even do Castilian Peru eventually as well. I mean, really eventually. Or no. Sooner rather than later. The opposite of really eventually. Anyway, I'll end the episode here, and goddamn, trying to get a completely separated landmass, essentially, to embrace imperialism, while the rest of Europe is... I never even did check these, did I? 12.4. 16.09. And a 21 point. Alright, so some of these actually have some decent progress. Manila's is at a 22. Tempting to convert that and then develop it a bunch, but I think that would be I was about to say a waste, but no, what I'm doing now is kind of a waste too, so we'll just see how long it takes.